Alright guys, I'm back out in my garage again. I've got a little tiny project that I gotta do real quick, so I figured I'd throw it on video. My milling machine doesn't have a chuck that fits it very well. I have a small little tiny chuck that goes in there. It's got some issues, and every once in a while it'll slip and it mars up the drill bits pretty bad. So I got a little Jacobs 1/2 inch drill chuck, so I'm going to make a little adapter up for it today so that I can use it on my milling machine. Got a couple things to get ready and we'll get into it. Alright, I'm back. I wanted to show you guys the high-speed tool, my contribution, I guess you'd say, to the chip off, even though I'm not really in the running for anything because I've got this little itty-bitty lathe. Show you how small it is. That's my hand, what you can see of it. It's a little tiny piece. This is a piece of 7/8 cold roll, and I'm going to attempt with my chip breaker that I ground in. This one is my copy of Adam's chip breaker, so I wanted to show you guys how it works on my machine. I'm going to feed in 50 thousandths to be a 100 thousandths reduction, and I got it in my back gear running at, I want to say 134 RPM and feed rate of 55 thousandths. Or sorry, let me see, 5 thousandths feed rate. No problem. It's way more than I've ever been able to do on this little machine. It's got a better finish than what I was getting before using inserts. So I'm working on a little project, trying to throw a video together, cutting this down to 1/2 inch for a 1/2 thread for a new chuck I got for my milling machine. So I'll get it turned down and I'll get back on the video when I start doing the threading. Alright, so I'm going to try to get this so you guys can actually see the threading that I'm doing here. I need to slow my speed down a little bit real quick. Much more manageable. Reset everything here. Just going to do a real light pass and make sure that I'm set right. And good to go. reset my zero because I tightened down in a spot that doesn't make contact apparently. So let's try this again. See if we can actually cut some threads. Okay, I'm getting really close, so I want to check here. A little bit tight still. Get close to the end here, what I always do is make 2 cuts at the same depth to make sure it's completely cleaned up. See where we're at now. A little tight on the very end there. And it might be just a little bit too long. Check here. Using my extremely high-tech method here. Yep, it is. It's just a hair longer threads than it needs to be. So I'm going to make a couple more passes staying at the same depth. Make sure it's cleaned up nice. And then I'll face it off a little bit. Not a whole lot of movement, just a little bit of pressure on the very end there, and yeah, it's hitting the edge of the threads here, so I'll face that off a little bit, shorten it. My first measurement was off by a couple thousandths, so we are good to go. Let me switch this tools around here real quick. Threads are done, the shoulder's faced. Next thing I'm going to do is center drill it here so I can put it on the live center, because I'm going to be doing a lot of heavy cutting back here. Alright. My tools switched around here. I want to leave just a little bit of a flat surface here, so that it leaves a little bit more strength in this piece. So I'm going to just come in here with my scale, which I just set down and it disappeared. It was here a second ago. Oh, here it is. So I'll leave about 1/4 of an inch there. Alright, I've got quite a bit of cutting, so I'm going to stop the video here and get this down closer, because this is just going to be the same thing over and over and over again. Alright, so I've got it almost there. I got about 60 thousandths to go. It's about 3 thousandths over right there. I'm gonna do some emery cloth on here, some rough and then fine. That should finish it out pretty well. That's a little bit too long. That'll work. Rating doesn't seem right. Well, it's about 2 thousandths over, so I'm gonna do a little bit more of the emery cloth and see if I can knock it down here. see what I got this time. Shows right dead on. So I'm going to do a little bit more polishing with the Scotch-Brite just to get it nice looking. And that should work absolutely perfectly. The last is parting it, and I want to part it just even with this, so I'm going to cut that section out of there a little bit further before I part it. So put this back on. See if this is going to give me enough room to do this. Yeah, it should be enough. To resharpen this because it's just polishing it, not cutting it. full height against my live center here. Stop there. I'm going to regrind this and see what we can do about cutting that off. Alright, resharpen the tip and see how it does now. A little bit better. So she's done, left a little nipple on there, but I'll flip it around in the chuck here and face it and put a decent chamfer on that side. So let me do that real quick and we will be done and ready to test this bad boy out. It would help if I knew where my key was. There we go. Still not running true enough for what I want to do. And I don't think there's enough. No, there's not. Let me figure out how I'm going to do this, and I'll be back. Alright, so I've got it finished up. This is the end result, and threads in nice. Solid. This is just a little under the length of what the Morse Taper 2 collet is, which I'll pull off here. So this is my Morse Taper 2 collet for the milling machine. That slides on nice. And I'll throw this on and then walk you guys over so you can see that. Alright, so here it is in the old Classing milling machine, and you can see it. It looks like there's a little bit of wobble here, and this is just these parts. When I chuck up a drill bit, it spins perfectly true still. And you can see that it's spinning pretty true. I'll try to get lined up on that edge there so you can kind of see. It's good to go. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll try to get some other videos posted here soon.